Hello, gorgeous, lovely starseeds. It's Alexander Quinn, Starseed Navigating the Light, and my God, have we just been bombarded by some mammoth energies. I'm just going to be talking a little bit about that, and I'm just going to be talking about a few things that we can do just to ease into it a little bit. I'm going to be talking about a crystal today, something I normally never do, something I'm really excited about, and I think it's going to help a lot of people with the heart palpitations and the Ascension symptoms and a few other bits and pieces. So let's get into it. Please go and check out my Telegram channel. The link is below because that's where you're going to be able to get all the extra detail that you can't get here. I'll see you there. So I have just popped a new ARCTURIAN message out on Telegram, but for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I'll pop it down in the description down there. I've actually got a little bit of a story to tell today, but I also want to give you some solutions to some of the Ascension symptoms that are happening at this moment in time. On Thursday of last week, we had a KP index electromagnetic storm coming in on a G4 and a KP index of 8. Now, bearing in mind the Carrington event, which is one of the biggest electromagnetic storms that we've ever had in human history, I think it was 1859, but I could be wrong. Do correct me in the comment section downstairs. Was one of the biggest electromagnetic events we've ever had, and that was a KP9. So we've had these unbelievable intergalactic codes coming in. Some of them are Sirius, so that my ARCTURIAN tells me coming in, hitting us. And a lot of people have been feeling fluey out of it. Eating's been a bit of a problem, lightheaded, a few stomach issues. But we've had a lot of heart codes coming in. A lot of heart expansion codes coming in. So people going back into the heart palpitations, having the heart flutters. Sometimes it can be a little bit, make people feel a bit nervous. And you are absolutely fine. Of course, always go and see a doctor, have an EKG, and God knows what. Do some blood work if you think there's a problem. But you'll see in the message downstairs what my ARCTURIAN has to say about that. But it's been very, very intense energy, and the longer the energy it comes in and the intenser it is, the longer the integration takes. It's probably going to take most of the collective, probably a lot of this week, just to feel like you're getting back to normal. So I just wanted to talk about that. So there is a crystal I'm going to talk about very imminently, and there's a story behind it. So I went to Glastonbury this weekend to go and do some work and look at the spring equinox stuff. And usually at the end of the week, after a whole lot of week of clients, I close my conduit down, I shut down, I actually close my crown down, and I step back away from my guides so that every Tom, Dick and Harry isn't coming in, and I can just have a bit of space to myself. And this time I went to Glastonbury and I kept my conduit open. So I had a lot of beings coming in, and Jesus turned up, which was a surprise, a big surprise. And I was walking down Glastonbury High Street, and I was sort of, do you know when someone stands behind you and they put their hands on your shoulders and they go, "You're turning this way"? I was going, "Oh, God, right, okay, right, we're going this way. Okay, got it, okay." And I was quite physically directed into a crystal shop. And they said, "There's something you need that will help other people." So I was okay. In I go. And this really lovely, helpful lady comes up to me and says, "Oh, can I help you? Is there anything you need?" And I said, "Well, I'm supposedly there's something I need. I don't know what I need, but I've been told that there's something in the shop I need." She said, "Oh, right, okay, yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, don't worry. It's I deal with this kind of thing on a regular basis. ETs, loved ones coming through. It's quite normal in my world." So she said, "Okay, so what do you need?" I said, "I have no idea. Could you help me?" She said, "Right." This lady actually took me by the hand over to this huge island in this crystal shop, And she said, right, I'm picking up there's something you need as well, so put out your hands and we're just going to go for it. And I was like, right, okay, off we go. So she starts putting things in my hands. I was like, no, not really, don't need that. Let's try something else. She said, close your eyes, go into the feeling. And then she put another one in my other hand. I was like, okay, yeah, I can see what that's doing. It's not what I need. Okay, and then we're doing combinations, and then we were making cocktails of crystal energies up. And I was like, no, this is not quite right. And I was sending a thought form to her of when I was literally in the high street, and I've been pushed into the shop, and I was selling that energy through to her. And she said, oh, I know what you need. And I was like, okay. She said, close your eyes. And she put this, I don't know whether you can see this. She put this into my hand. And so my internet's doing some weird things. I'm just going to switch it off. She put it into my hand, and I said, oh my God, what is that? And she said, just feel into the energy, and this warmth came over me. It's this incredible warmth. It was almost like the equivalent of taking some CBD. Total anxiety, total warmth. It was almost like my connection to the spirit world just ramped up about instant 25%. I said, oh my God, I've got to have this. What is this? And all that incredible intense energy that we had, all those heart expansion codes that were coming in into the chest area, it like nulled it. It was like alchemizing it straight away, very, very, very quickly. And I said, what is this? And she said, this is Morganite. And I said, I've got to have this. So I bought it straight away. And then I went back to my hotel, and I tapped in to my guides again, and it's like it just ramped me up 25%. It's like, you get these athletes who do the doping and stuff, and then they can't compete because they've been supposedly cheating. Well, I felt like I'd been doing that myself. I'm like, well, when I was wearing this thing, I felt like I'd been doping in the spiritual world, like I was cheating. I got this extra 25%. And it really helped with the heart expansion super duper quickly. And this is what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the Orgonite, which is this, it's almost like rose quartz on steroids. And it's really, really, really important, I think, at this moment in time that people know about it, because as these super intense energies come in, if we're not in our heart space, where do we go? Our nervous systems become agitated, and we get stressed, and we get anxious, and we become a little bit shaky in these energies. And then we go up into the mind, and then the ego kicks in, and we can start making bad judgment calls, and we can get panicky and all sorts. So this Orgonite, when you wear it, is super intense. It's if you know Moldavite is a bit like opening the crown chakra with a sledgehammer. If you've worn golden tektite, it's a bit like opening up the solar plexus with a sledgehammer. Well, for me, when I wear this, it's a little bit softer, but it's quite intense. So if you're going through those intense heart palpitations and intense heart activations as these massive galactic energies come in, what it does is it heals it, it calms it down, and it takes down the anxiety. It takes you out of your mind and brings you back down into your heart space, and it kind of soothes it all out, and all the density coming up from your heart area as well, it rounds it off, and it is the most gorgeous calming sort of feeling. All I can explain, it's like if you take CBD, a couple of drops of CBD, it's like that, this warm, beautiful feeling. It like cuts off anxiety about 50%. And it really does help for those of you. I know a lot of you this round felt those intense heart palpitations, the heart flutters, the heart expansion, and it really helps smooth that out, iron it out. I will put a link down to Morganite down there, because not only does it have heart properties, but it actually physically heals the heart as well. So I really just wanted to make a video about this today, because it's very rare that I get excited about crystals, because I'm very sensitive to crystals, but I'm not a crystal worker. And this really is like rose quartz on speed, basically, and it's just unbelievable. So if you've been dealing with these intense energies and you feel it in the chest and you want to wear something that'll help smooth it out but take away the anxiety when these heady energies coming in, also I found, like I said, it really just popped open another 25% into the spirit world. It was just unbelievable. So when I'm going into my constructs and looking at spirit guides and stuff, it's almost like it just opens everything up. It's that heart space. It's really, really incredible. So yeah, by all means, go and check out my latest message down there. I hope you are well. It is going to take a couple more days. The energy, let me see how long the energy is going to be like this for. On and off the Kadishan good couple of weeks. So we're being called to just realign what we're eating. Some of you are going to feel like you're going off food a little bit. I am just going to bring down the ARCTURIANs now, just to give some codes, just to help realign for the heart. So if you're listening, just sit back for a moment and just listen while I bring this in now. Incoming, Katarishan, Takata Awaria, Dadam, Barishan, Turi, and Dagashan, Dari, Umbariarma, do it, Dari, Shatan, Dari, Babakatari, Shakata, and Dari, Shouldn't Tari, Babakatari, yes, and Dariarake. And if you get time, do try and get some of this. It really is amazing stuff. I cannot sing its praises enough. It's got a kind of pink tinge to it. The feeling is sensational. It really calms down some of the Ascension symptoms coming in. Have a smashing weekend, and I will be with you soon. Short, sharp, sweet little video today, and God bless, and ciao. That's what we came here for. I love you. Bye bye.